All right. Sorry, I was just in the middle of a couple things here. Been a long time. Hope everybody's doing good. Been a crazy busy here last couple of weeks, and I want to get back into doing this more on a regular basis here. We're going to be getting into show season here in September as well. So I will be able to kind of show you guys some stuff that is going on at the distributor shows. It's always exciting to get back and see everybody and talk to all the dealers from all across the Midwest and see how everybody's doing, and just an overall good time to meet up with everybody. Hey, Bob, just got the Ranger back from Spellrun. It's time to get to the Bay. When you going? Let's go tomorrow. I'll be up there. Let's see. So we have kind of a whole bunch of stuff kind of happening right now. I just finished a video. I'm going to launch it here tonight. We're going to give away a one of the 14 rod rack or 14 rod racks storage solution from Rush Creek Creations. You're going to see the contest rules and stuff like that here. It'll be uploaded tonight, probably during the broadcast here. It's uploading, and then you guys should be able to watch it afterwards. But check that out. Totally free. No, don't have to do anything. Common stuff with Facebook, like, share, comment, just to kind of help build some of the brand awareness for Rush Creek and help with their social media pages as well. So I'd appreciate if everybody goes and checks that out. We had a lot of rain come through here over the weekend, and kind of screwed up the water conditions on the Winnebago system. The river and the lake is really dirty. We were out chasing pike on the upper lakes, and they were super dirty. You couldn't see but just a few inches, 6 inches or so in the water. Nothing really happening. And the perch fishing is getting pretty good out on Winnebago. It really after those storms, though, you can never really do good on Winnebago after a storm. It seems like right away in the morning you got to usually give them half a day or 3/4 of a day for them to wake up, and that should hopefully clear up here in the next couple of days too. Where I've been finding most of my perch, seems like 12 feet of water has kind of been my magic number. Definitely by the rocks. They're definitely using the edges of bigger rocks, kind of swimming right along with the walleyes. We're getting quite a few. Typically, when we get into some perch, we've been getting some walleyes too, and also some really, really big bluegills. It's been interesting to get some of these big bluegills just kind of out in the middle of nowhere. And what's crazy is you only get like one or two, and that's it. No idea where the rest of them go. I've been trying to watch them on live scope and chasing them down, but they come and they're gone. I just think there's so much area for those things to go, and it's not like a small lake where you've got one weed edge that everything kind of sets up on. These fish can go from Nina to Fond du Lac if they want to. So it's good to see them though. A lot of nice fish in the system right now. Walleye fishing's been incredible. When you got any bit of wind, getting up on tops of the rocks, still casting Ned rigs, still casting willow vibes with a half a crawler. And just a straight Northland thumper jig, a 16th ounce jig with a crawler has been working good too. And then throwing some swim baits, anything that represents what they're feeding on. Every walleye we've caught here in the last couple of weeks is coughing up small perch, usually about 3 to 4 inches, and just full of them. And then we've seen now some baby sheephead too, getting coughed up, but they're plumb full of food. Every fish, when you clean them too, there'll be 3 or 4 perch, or 3 perch and a sheephead, or 3 perch and a bluegill in their bellies. A lot of bait fish out there. And what's surprising though is I'm not seeing any shiners anymore. At least where I'm fishing. I'm fishing a lot shallower than what most people are. I'm fishing a lot of weeds yet. So I don't think the shiners are really truly in there. I don't know what guys are seeing out in the middle, if the guys are fishing mud flats at all yet. I haven't been out there. We were getting some fish right out in front of Menominee Park. That's kind of dried up for me. Most of the fish I'm getting yet are still on either shoreline spots or off the edges of the reefs, and that like 9 to 12 feet of water where we're catching all the perch. I've gone as far south as like Pawcatuck area, down by the seaplane base, and kind of worked all the perch spots going north. Garlic still seems to be the best. That whole area around Garlic, out on the outer reefs, towards the outside edges, have been really good. And then up by Nina, actually been getting quite a few walleyes in the river yet in Nina, just in the weeds. And that's been a pretty good bite all year. Can't pass that up, especially when you get a bunch of wind. If you need to escape or get out of the big waves or whatnot, both Needham and Asher River weeds are holding a bunch of fish yet. So check that out if you're looking to get out there. Green Lake guys are still getting some good lake trout. My condolences to the families here. We had a rough week or so out in Waushara County. We had one weekend we lost a guy on Big Silver. We lost a guy on Long Lake, and then a guy down on, or a couple of them, I think, down on Big Green. So just goes to show, guys, make sure you're keeping your life jackets on, and don't try and do stupid things. I heard the guy on Long Lake, or on Big Silver, lost a fishing pole over the side of the boat, dove in after it, and never came back up. So it's not worth it, guys. Just a couple $100 at the worst. Try and fish it out first before you guys start jumping into the weeds, and just sad to see. Let's see what else is going on. So the lakes around me this summer have been losing water at pretty alarming rates. I can't believe, with how severe this drought is. Even my pond, although it came up quite a bit with this rain that we got over the weekend, but still, my pond's a good 3 feet low right now. Some of the lakes out here are 3-4 feet lower than what they were just in springtime. So between the irrigation systems and the heat and the lack of rain, these lakes have really taken a toll. The water is down a ton. Still high on some of the lakes, believe it or not. From 2 years ago where it reached record highs, we're still getting, still losing some water and getting closer to normal. But some of these lakes are down substantially. Pan fishing has been phenomenal. Lots of bluegills, lots of crappies. I know some guys are actually catching some of the walleyes and stuff like that out here too. Try and practice, catch and release on all those stock fish if you can. And, just do your best to, not over harvest, I guess is it. Those fish don't reproduce in some of these small lakes. They're just not or put in there by hand, and when they're gone, they're gone. So it's nice to see them and catch some bluegills and perch and crappies and stuff. A little bit better eating anyway. What else has happened? We've got the show's coming up here in September. We're getting close to ice fishing, and I'm going to be speaking and doing or spending the whole weekend at the ice fishing show in Oshkosh. That is going to be the second weekend in December. It'll be at the Sunnyview Expo Center. Should be a good time. Looking forward to kind of seeing everybody. It's been a while since we've had a show in Wisconsin, and they're going to try and bring it back here right into Oshkosh. So I know Eskimo will be there, and a bunch of the companies will be there. So if you're looking for any good prices, any good deals, I believe Critters is coming. He's going to have pretty much everything we sell or I work with, and I believe Thorn Brothers is also going to be there as a retailer. So a couple good guys. A lot of cool new stuff coming out for ice this season, and can't wait to switch gears and get ready for some hard water. I'm beyond ready for some cooler weather and a little bit of fall fishing, and then right back into the ice. So some of you guys might think I'm crazy, but it's been a hot, calm summer, and definitely ready to change it up a bit. Let's see the contest. We talked about that a little bit earlier. Like I say, right now it's uploading, and when it's done, I will share the link and have you guys check that out. But what have you guys been seeing? How's the fishing been where you're at? What you got any questions? It's been, like I say, it's been pretty busy. We went to the state fair. We've been kind of running around doing some family stuff, and trying to enjoy the last few days of summer before school starts, and then right back into the grind for all fall and winter, and probably about this time again next year. So it's a big revolving door. I got my bluegill today from the wife. I don't know if anybody's seen that or not. Cannot wait to get that thing up in the boathouse. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's big, it's heavy, and he did such a great job. I sent him a picture of the one I got ice fishing that was really big and round, and he normally carves them in more like a pointy nose shape, and I'm like, no, I want a big bull bluegill, and sent him some pictures. He looked at it, drew it all out for me, and asked for my approval, and told him to let it go. And he did a fantastic job. Super impressed, and very, very grateful for that. I can't wait to, like I said, to get that thing up for sure. It's going to go good with the bluegill chairs and everything else. Brian, hey, thanks, Brian. Yep, super cool. Maybe we'll have him on. I think he had some vacation stuff going on. The guy that did it, I'll try and get a hold of him and see if we can't get him on here one night and let him show you some of his other artwork. He does a bunch of trout, and he can pretty much do anything, and it's all hand carved, which is super cool. Guy puts a lot of time into it and does fantastic job. Let's see, what else do we got? We had the kids fisheries. Those went pretty well. The Josie's gift, and we had the Tomorrow's Angler out of Skipper Bud's the next day. I went and did some pictures for that. It was a lot of fun. It was great to be able to get the kids out. I was out taking pictures of everybody for Deb at Mercury, and got some good drone footage of some guys fishing and some guys running, and get that stuff edited, and you'll see that here pretty soon too. Other than that, it's been it's been really busy. Just kind of wanted to make sure I filled you guys in, and if there's anything you guys are looking for, please let me know, and I'll do whatever I can to help out. Bob said Sheboygan Walleye Club going off of Kano this Saturday. Last Saturday was tough bite on the west shore of the bay. Big storms rolled through Friday night and it shut the bite down. Yeah, that's what happened out on Winnebago too, Bob. We had those storms come through on Friday night, and I had my buddy Florin and his kids out fishing on Saturday, and it was brutal. The first little bit in the morning, you could just tell that everything was in a funk. The lake was full of debris and weeds and branches, and you heard chainsaws all morning, guys cutting up trees, and we lost a lot of limbs and a lot of wind damage from that storm on Friday night. So, but it's kind of picked back up here over the week, and tomorrow I think the winds are supposed to be pretty strong out of the west, if I'm not mistaken. So if we go up to the bay, we're going to be probably up around Oconto. That bite's been pretty good up there. Couple of things for guys that are fishing up on the bay right now is the other day when we were up there driving around, just kind of looking for fish. The shoal's got a lot of fish on it. The East Shore's got quite a few fish. Obviously going up into up by the islands looking for big fish. There's some good activity happening up there. But if you're looking for the numbers yet, definitely out of Oconto's been probably the best bite. The crazy thing is everything seems to be really tight to the bottom. So if you're not fishing like bottom bouncers, or even just dragging jigs, that's kind of what we had figured out is, we were trolling bottom bouncers with spinner rigs and slow death rigs. And the bite was pretty good, going super slow. So then what I tried actually is just dropping some jigs down with crawlers and just kind of slowly dragging and fishing those willow vibes, which makes, it's kind of like a small chatterbait, but just slow trolling those things down near the bottom. That's the nice thing with those baits. It does not take very much action at all to get those blades to vibrate down there. So they make a 3/8 ounce that works good for getting down, that 18, 22 feet roughly, and half a crawler, and just slow drag that thing down the bottom. And, good thing is then you get a chance to feel the bite too. Lots of people been fishing that area, lots of fish though, and it's been pretty good. So if you guys are looking to get out over the next couple of days, I know that's been probably the hottest bite going so far. But as I said, over on the East Shore, guys fishing off of Bay Shore been doing really well for a lot of eaters as well. The muskies guys got a couple friends that have been getting a few fish trolling. Some guys are casting. It doesn't seem like much has really made it down too far south yet. Seems like everything's a little bit further north. Nothing really back in the U Bay. The Bötehouse area, Pensaki, off the weeds or in the weeds have been pretty good. And actually over up north too, Peshigo, Kano area, I know a few guys have been getting some fish in there as well. So guys looking to chase some muskies. I know my buddy Ray is going to be heading out, I think tonight or tomorrow night. He was going to head up there and fish overnight. We got some good moon phases going, and the bite should be good for him. And cross our fingers. Hopefully he can tie into one or two. And that's really, in a nutshell, it's like I said, it's been super busy, and getting out as much as I can here, and trying to get a bunch of video edited that I need to get done still from iCast. So look for all that, and there's some cool new products that we're going to highlight, and should be able to should have samples and most of the stuff in hand here come distributor show time at the end of September. And then I'll be able to show you guys a little bit more, in depth and up close, and get it out in the water yet this fall and start using some of this stuff. Let's see. I think that's all I got for you. If you're out and about and you see me, say hi, and we'll report back, and any photos or anything we do here the next few days, I'll gladly share. And guys fishing the tournaments this weekend, I think there's an AIM championship next week. I know I was talking to BJ up at Sporto, and him and his dad are fishing that, and all the other guys that are fishing, good luck on the AIM up on the bay. Hopefully this bite really gets going for you guys, and You guys can get some good big fish up north, and the weather cooperates for y'all, and hopefully it'll be good. I think that's it. Check for the videos here on the page, and get signed up for the contest for that rod rack. And we'll catch you guys here next week. I think what I'm going to try and do next week is get Larry Redmond in. We shot a bunch of video on some Mercury tech tips and some maintenance tips that'll help you guys for winterizing here coming up. And like I said, that stuff's all getting edited right now too. So stay tuned. Have a good night, everybody. Stay safe. Yeah, thanks, Bob. If you're off and you're up there tomorrow, shoot me a text. We'll see if we can't conquer some water. Winter talk, Corey. You don't fish anymore, so what do you care? Come on, I'm waiting for your response. Need a truck to pull the boat. There you go. Hey, why don't you buy mine? I'll make you a good deal. As long as we're on that subject, I guess we can talk about that real quick. So I want to talk about anybody that's local, and I haven't quite decided yet on how I want to handle this. I'm not one to really bash a business, but I'm telling you what, customer service in the automobile industry or any industry should be priority number one, taking care of your customers. And I bought a vehicle from Klein Ford in Winneconne, and right away had a couple small issues that we had worked on, and had filed some warranty claims, bought an extended warranty through 100,000 miles, and they have to be probably one of the worst service places I have ever gone to in my entire life. Number one, they can't keep anybody hired. The turnover there is ridiculous. Seems like every time you walk in, the service people are quitting, and even the service manager that has said that he's been there for 25 years says he's got one of the best ratings in the warranty industry, yet has no idea that vehicles are even online, which have been online for the last probably 10 years. And they told me, even though I had to go underneath my truck to tap on my starter to get it to go, they told me it was working as designed, and kept sending me away. Didn't want to fix my truck, always had an excuse, and was getting close to the end of the warranty. And I had it in there multiple different times, 2 different times for over a week at a time, and they never touched it, never fixed it, just pushed it off, told me everything was fine. And then basically what happened is the warranty expired, because now we were after the mileage, but yet these guys kept saying, don't worry about it. We've played this game long enough. We know how to play the system. We know how to play the game. You're covered. You were in here before the warranty expired, and we'll get it taken care of. Well, long story short, they screwed around so much, failed, and then when they finally went to try and get approval, they already told me that they had approval to get it torn apart, had an appointment set. I dropped it off. They were supposed to tear it apart. They never did. They just left it. They reprogrammed it and gave it back to me. And then when I got back home, picked up my truck. This was after ICAST. Picked up my truck. Starter wasn't working. And they were telling me that, oh yeah, it works. It's working as designed. And so this last time I brought it in here a week ago, they had it for, let's see, 9, 10 or 11 days. And yeah, Corey's is next. Had it for like 10 or 11 days and never did a thing to it, because the warranty expired, and they supposedly knew how to have or how to take care of everything, but I guess not. I guess, the 25 years experience at Bergstrom would tell you enough right there. So they are now going to get a call from an attorney because I'm done trying to deal with people that cannot take care of their customers. And it's a sad deal when you try and stay local and help local businesses out, and they turn around and do this kind of stuff to you. It's no wonder why people can't trust, car people. It's just a scam. It's fraud. And the attorneys I talked to said not to worry. They'll pay for it. Especially the fact I've got every phone call, every conversation, everything documented, and it's all good. So forewarn you, stay away from the Klein people. Go and read their reviews. They even had the audacity to tell me, I told them, I said, I'm not going to bring the loaner back until you guys at least fix my starter on my truck. And he's like, well, then we're just going to call the cops and report your loaner stolen, which I found complete, it was just unbelievable how they talked to me on the phone. And they told me they didn't want my business. They didn't want to even work on my vehicle anymore. And just don't call them back and that they're done. It's like, that's great customer service. So if you go on the reviews, I'm not the only one. They've lied quite a bit to their customers over the years, and the reviews speak for themselves. And I'll just leave it at that. And then the attorneys can take care of it from there. Corey, my buddy Corey, yeah, he has a 3.5 that decided to blow up too. So I'm not sure what to do here. I've actually got a Tundra that I'm looking at right now, and if anybody's got any experience with the Toyotas, I'd love to hear it. See what you guys' thoughts are. The Tundra Limited, I think, is what my friends up at Colosso have, and curious to see what everybody's thoughts are. I've been in a few of them, and they beautiful trucks, nice interiors. Now I mean I was just in Florence here, and very pretty inside, and looks, I mean, reviews on the Toyotas seem to be pretty good, but I always like to talk to people personally too and see what kind of issues they've had. Ford, Jeff I bought the truck from my friend Jeff down in Verbanus, Illinois. He's always taken care of me, and can't say anything bad about that. Just goes to show it's all in the dealership that makes or breaks, a brand. And these companies should be paying more attention to their customer service. That's why the guys up at Sport and Motive get, so much more business, is because they take care of their customers. And when you got good customer service, people are going to keep coming back and not running away. So that being said, like I say, I'm not here to bash, but I just want everybody to know that if you're looking at vehicles, the people in Winneconne, actually met one of the guys who fished with you when you borrowed my boat in De Pere. He was at Bergstrom, can't remember his name. Yeah, so what's crazy is most of the guys at Klein are all ex-Bergstrom people. So that right there should tell you. Bergstrom was absolutely crazy. We were just talking about that the other day, how they claim the fame of always being number one, but they're only number one in their own eyes. They're off their own reviews, and they ain't number one in hardly anything. But anyway, we'll get off that subject. Just very frustrated on how these small businesses in these small towns treat people. It's just ridiculous, especially when it's their fault. They can't own up to it, and they just want to pass the buck on to everybody else and not have to take care of their customers. So that's fine. I'll just make sure that every single person that I take out fishing that's in the market for pulling a boat, don't buy boat pullers from them. Let's see. I guess that's really it. I'm going to go get stuff ready for tomorrow and go hit the bay, and we'll report back. Have a good evening. Have a good weekend, everybody. And we'll catch you guys next week, hopefully with our friend Larry Redmond, and we'll be talking Mercury. So if you have any questions, concerns, issues with your boats that you want to ask a Mercury guy, hopefully we'll have him late. I can't guarantee it'll be Tuesday night. I'll see what his schedule is, and we will plan accordingly. But I will let everybody know. I'll post that one well in advance, so people can come in. And I think we'll probably have him right out here in the boathouse. I'll bring him out if he can join us, and we'll have him right next to us so we can chat. But cool, guys. I appreciate everybody joining in, and we'll catch you guys next week. Have a good weekend.